Hello, I'm in Dubrovnik city, Croatia, and it's my second day. And I've seen the old town yesterday, and today's the plan to hike one of the mountain. I will hike to Serge mountain in Dubrovnik. From my hostel, there is a beautiful view of the whole of the Dubrovnik city, old town, and the Adriatic Sea. That's my breakfast for today. A beautiful view of the city just from my hostel. That's the money coins in Croatia. It's called kunas. And that's the paper money, 100 kunas. 20. And that's 20. Ten. Right, now I'm walking to bus station, the main bus station in Dubrovnik. So I'm walking from my hostel to bus station, and I will take bus number 3 from the bus station, from this stop, which is at the main bus station. So I'll take bus number 3, which will drop me at the bottom of Mount Serge. So I'm in a bus now, so I got the ticket from the driver. I paid a couple of euros, and I cashed the bus number 3, and this is the ticket which will take, this bus will take me at the bottom of Mount Serge. Hi, I'm in Dubrovnik, and I'm hiking this mountain. This is a track. It will lead me all the way up. I'm not sure how long it will take. And this mountain called Serge, SRD, Serge mountain. Hiking up, the path is uneven, so I would recommend hiking boots because the path can be tricky, rocky, and uneven. So it's better to be safe. Serge is a low mountain just behind the walled city of Dubrovnik in Dalmatia, Croatia. The mountain, part of the Dinaric Alps, has a height of 412 meters. At its top is a large white stone cross and a fort Imperial, a defensive structure built by the French in 1810 during the Napoleonic Wars. Serge is popular with tourists as a viewpoint from which it is possible to see the walled city of Dubrovnik, an island called Lokrum, the Adriatic Sea, and various local attractions, including restaurants and the Straden. Along the way hiking up, there are 13 panels. These panels, I think there are around 13 panels which depict Christ's journey to his crucifixion. And along the path, these 13 markers, which are the stations of the cross, many pray at each station. And the stations of the cross are a series of artistic representation which are typically placed at intervals along the side walls of Roman Catholic churches and often depict Christ carrying the cross to his crucifixion. Serge was once forested with oak trees, which locals called Dubrava, from the Old Slavic word dub, oak tree. after which the city of Dubrovnik was named. The southern slope was once rich with pine forests, but in the second half of the 20th century and during the 1991 and 95 Croatian War of Independence, the forest was almost completely gutted through the numerous fires. A zigzag calvary leads up from the town. The mountain was home to one of the fiercest battles of the Independence War, namely the Siege of Dubrovnik, and this is commemorated in a museum in Fort Imperial. The television mast was destroyed by fighter aircraft from the Yugoslavia Air Force.
I mean, people told me that it's like old German.
The cable car that was disabled during this time has since been reopened, and Serge has been developed as a tourist attraction. So at the top is Fort Imperial, the symbol of defense of the city of Dubrovnik against Serbian and Montenegrin armies in 1991. Celebrated its 200th birthday and the 20th anniversary of liberation of Croatia. South was marked on the same day in organization of French Alliance Dubrovnik and the Museum of Contemporary History Dubrovnik. The construction of Fort Imperial started in 1806 during the French occupation of Dubrovnik. It was completed in 1812. On August 15, Napoleon's birthday. Although Dubrovnik Republic authorities did not build any military fortification apart from the city walls, Napoleon considered the area atop of Mount Serge to be extremely important and decided to start building the fort there as well as the one on Lokrum Island, emphasize Varina, Jurica, Turk, adding that he also planned to build a few forts on the Alafiti Islands. This is the Museum of Croatian War of Independence. The museum contains mostly panels which include photographs and long pieces of text telling the story of the 1991 war. There are 500 exhibits, around 500 exhibits in the museum. Since 2008, the fort has housed the exhibition Dubrovnik in Homeland War that was visited by more than 52,000 visitors last year. After Napoleon's fall, the fort was used by Austrian-Hungarian authorities who reinforced it, and afterwards it was used by the first and then the second Yugoslavia. After the Austrian-Hungarian annexation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which marked the end of the rule of the Ottoman Empire in Dubrovnik hinterland, its primary function of protection lost its importance. The history about the cross is it was a gift from Barak, and the cross was constructed with white stone, and the island of Barak is located about 100 kilometers north of Dubrovnik near the town of Split. The cross was erected in 1935 as a celebration of 2000 years since the birth of Jesus. It was destroyed by mortars and shelling during the war in 1991. After the war ended, reconstruction of the cross was done. Once at the top, there is from this restaurant at the Serge mountain, there is a beautiful view of the Dubrovnik city, and you can see Lokrum Island in front. If you see on the right, there's a cables going down. That's the cable car, which can bring you up on the mountain and take you down. This is the big cross right at the top of the mountain. I'm on the top of the mountain. I hiked up. There's a road behind me, so I took a bus from the center, the bus number 3, and it dropped me on that road, and from there I started walking, hiking up. That took about an hour, and there is a zigzag road just behind me, so I just follow the path, and it took about an hour to climb up. The cable car is not working. So behind me it's Old Town, Dubrovnik Old Town, and this island behind me it's Lokrum Island. To go there it cost £20, £20 UK money cost to go there. So this is the top of the mountain. And that's all Dubrovnik city behind me. So that's the old town, and around the old town it's a walls going all around the old town in Dubrovnik city, and it cost £30 UK money just to walk on the wall all around the old town. So it's £30 it cost to just the walk, and it cost £20 to go to that island, Lokrum Island. And that's the old town, and that's all the Dubrovnik city. That's the cable car going up to this mountain. But if you want to climb up, it's free. It takes about an hour to climb up. About the history of cable car, the original cable car was built in 1969, but was destroyed in 91 during the bombing of Dubrovnik. Only in 2010, after an investment of €5 million, was the cable car line restored and put into service. The 2 cabins now hold 30 passengers and speed up to the top in the less than 4 minutes. This is the end of the hiking of this mountain. This is the end of my hiking trip to this mountain, and from here I will walk to my hostel, which is only 20 minutes walk from here to my hostel. This is the end. To find out more, see the next part.